Here we go. All right, thank you.
Okay. I think I'll start with the fact that I had a neck lift 5 weeks ago, and it's something I've wanted to do for a number of years. In fact, I had seen another plastic surgeon when I turned 60. I'm now 64. Just didn't hit it off with her at all. Had a consult, that was it. And then I learned about Paul because I know someone who had cancer on her lower lip, and she had to have 70% of her lip removed. And lo and behold, he restored her to, no one would ever know what had occurred with her. And so I was very impressed with what I'd heard about him that way. And then I saw in the Hartford Courant back in June, there was a free seminar. And I said to my husband, "Isn't this the guy?" And he said, "Yes, it is." And I said, "Oh, I'm going to go to that." And I did. And I was quite impressed with the seminar. And then I scheduled a consult about 2 months later, and liked everything that I was hearing, and decided that I would have my neck lift, which was about 3 months after I had my consultation, mainly scheduled because of my own plans with vacation and all that. And I just can't rave enough about not only Dr. Stanislaw, but his staff and the procedure itself, which I chose to have here in the office. I wanted to be awake. That was one of the things that I had always thought, why have to have any kind of anesthesia unless it's necessary? And so this was just local, never felt a thing. Procedure took about 4.5 hours, I think. Talked the whole time, had a wonderful radio station on, got to know Paul and Debbie and Lucy better because we were together for all that time, and explained what was going on, very conscious about, if I needed any more local anesthesia. But I must say, I never felt a thing. Went back the next day and changed the dressing, then the procedure, which was all very well spelled out initially before I ever had the procedure of, the coming back the next day, and then day 7, day 10, and then I just came back on Monday, which was week 5, for my after photos, and decided I wanted to do this little testimonial. I think they might, also ask some questions that I'll try to answer, but, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I say 11? Just in terms of the whole procedure, the aftercare, the availability if I needed to call, which I did not, but, certainly reinforced that if there were any questions, not to hesitate to call, and believing it too. It wasn't just the standard thing to say, but felt it very much. So I would highly recommend Dr. Stanislaw to anyone wanting procedures. I was just looking at the book out in the waiting room of some of the letters and cards that had been sent in, which I hadn't seen before from previous patients, and kind of just hit once again of the fact that a lot of people are quite indebted to him for be it emergencies with the person that I knew who was quite disfigured, to people like me who reach a point that want to get rid of all this stuff I had in the neck, and feeling really good about it. So, and feeling that it looks very natural, so that most people wouldn't even know, I don't think, because I still have the rest of me that is certainly aging, and it was my neck that I had the biggest issue with. Aftercare, a whiz. It helps to have a wonderful supportive spouse and some friends who stop by with meals, which I just allowed myself to be pampered for about 2 weeks. Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, how can I say that something like this is a wonderful experience, but it really has been. So I hope that my few words can encourage other people to take that step, because it's been great. So let's see how this one worked.